The hoverboard. Who hasn't wanted to hop on it and skate around town? Well, you actually can. And do you wanna know how? Then watch the rest of this episode to find out. Hello people of Earth. Welcome to Theory Hub. I am the Theory Guy, and I decided to do this episode to celebrate the upcoming release of the documentary on Back to the Future called Back in Time. I love Back to the Future. From its fantastic comedy to the plot and the characters, my favorite movie in the franchise is the second one. The movie is set in an unimaginably distant and futuristic time. It is set in the year 2015. Wait, it's 2015 already, which begs one question. Where's my hoverboard, flying car and self-lacing shoes? Since there are less than 7 days until October 21st, I think it's time that we design or find our own cool futuristic 2015 tech. Let's focus on the coolest of all the gadgets in Back to the Future. The self-lacing shoes. No, the coolness level. It's over 9000. It's too much. Then let's focus on the second coolest thing. The hoverboard. Let's first clarify what a hoverboard is, or the way I like to call it, the flying wheelless skateboard. No? Okay. A hoverboard is a levitating, board that Marty McFly uses in Back to the Future 2. It resembles a skateboard but is infinitely cooler because it hovers over the ground. And not only the ground, but it can also hover over water and any other surface you can think of. So, our personal flying transportation device will need to levitate over the ground, eliminating any and all friction, and it will also need to fly over water and any other surface. It also needs to be usable like a skateboard, be practical, and look cool. Which is the most important part, let's be honest. With a little research, we find a real life example of a hoverboard right out of the gate. The Guinness World Records. You probably know them as the company that acknowledges such amazing feats like the largest collection of clocks and most people brushing their teeth simultaneously. Recognize autonomously powered personal levitators to be included in the term hoverboard. In May 2015, the Romanian-born Canadian Cătălin Alexandru Duru. How do you even pronounce this? Anyways, he set a world record for the longest distance traveled on an autonomously powered hoverboard of his own design. He traveled a distance of 275.9 meters or 905 feet at heights of up to 5 meters or 16 feet over a lake. His board uses a series of propellers, kind of like a drone, to lift the rider over the ground and can move on top of any surface. But the thing has two main problems. It has a very limited flight time and it looks more like Green Goblin's glider than a hoverboard. It immediately fails on the coolness factor. Oh, and it also can't be used as a skate, isn't practical and has a short flight time, I guess. We need to look elsewhere for a hoverboard. For example, quantum levitation. If a principle that has levitation in the title can give me a levitating board, then that'd just be silly. Quantum levitation works through the Meissner effect. The effect dictates that when a material makes the transition from its normal state to its superconducting state, it starts excluding magnetic fields from its interior, only leaving a thin layer on its surface. When an external magnetic field is applied, a material in superconducting state will create an equal and opposite magnetic field, locking the material in place and making it levitate. The problem is that superconductivity involves very, very low temperatures. For example, yttrium barium copper oxide can be exposed to liquid nitrogen, that very cool smoking liquid thingamajig, which makes it one of the highest temperature superconductors. But how do we make a superconductor Marty McFly? Just put it on top of a strong magnetic track and voila! This kind of hoverboard has actually been already made by Lexus. As you can see, the board is smoking because of all the liquid nitrogen used to cool the superconductor in the board. But this design has a couple of problems. It will only hover over magnetic surfaces, it needs liquid nitrogen, and that makes it not all that practical really. Also, looking at the boat from the movie, there isn't any smoke coming out. It actually looks like there are just two magnets strapped on the bottom. Wait, magnets? How do they work, right? Magnets are the key to our boat. After all, with a strong enough magnetic field, you can make literally anything levitate, including this frog here. Look at it freaking out. Man, I hope they don't dissect the little guy afterwards. Believe it or not, there actually is a Kickstarter for a levitating wheelless skate that is already funded. I present to you the Hendo Hoverboard. What does Hendo even mean? A helicopter Doberman? Anyways, this board is equipped with 4 disc-shaped hover engines, or just 4 electromagnets if you want to sound lame, that create an electric charge when placed over an inductive surface, specifically copper. The inductive material copper then creates a strong repulsive magnetic field that pulses the board up and allows it to levitate. The Hendo hoverboard floats around an inch or 3 centimeters above the ground and can carry a weight of up to 140 kilograms or 308 pounds, but it can only work for around 15 minutes since the thing uses batteries. When will our battery tech advance? Science? Duracell might last longer, but it certainly isn't long enough. Man, they should totally make condoms. Duracell lasts longer. A lot longer. The technology our helicopter Doberman employs is the same technology used in maglev trains or magnetic trains. The Hendo could even have a pressure plate underfoot that creates a gentle bias towards one direction or another using the magnetic field generated beneath the board. So, there is only one question left. When does the Hendo hoverboard come out? Well, there will be a hover event on October 21st this year, and that is when the first set of hoverboards will be delivered. Wait, an event on October 21st? I see what you did there, Hendo. So, the Hendo hoverboard is the closest to the real thing that we are going to get for now. I know it doesn't really meet all of our requirements that we set in the beginning of the episode, because it can't travel over any surface we want to. But hey, it's the closest thing we've got, and the best thing about it is that soon you can have it. Hendo have said that they are working on making the boat travel over more surfaces, so at least there will be some progress made on it in the future. Hopefully. The sheer fact that we can get a true hoverboard soon is amazing. Oh, and also Nike are working on self-tying shoes. Truly, we live in an amazing time. Anyways, we just created another theory. In the theory hub it goes. I hope you enjoyed the new episode. If you did, hey, why not subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with my future theories. You can also check out some of my previous theories, like the one about saving money, because saving money is pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching. Theory Hub out.